Welcome to Toro NSN's Training in 10, the innovative, self-paced training module that allows you to get trained and to get going. Today's topic is understanding and using the Satellites with Reports feature in SitePro. While this module is focused on SitePro versions 2.0 and higher, the principles you will see today apply to most previous versions of the software. This training module will cover topics including a review of the hardware types that this feature is available for, where to find the Satellites with Reports feature within SitePro, what exactly this report does, using this report for information gathered from the field, utilizing this report for a communications check between the SitePro Central and field satellites, and other Training in 10 topics to help you become a better manager of your Toro SitePro system. Satellites with Reports is available for the Network LTC, Network VP, and of course the Network 8000 platforms. Currently, this feature is not available for other hardware types. You can find the Satellites with Reports screen by looking at the top of the SitePro desktop. There you will notice three tabs: Manual, Tools, and Reports. The Satellites with Reports icon is located here and is labeled once you place your mouse cursor over the icon on the bottom left corner of your SitePro desktop. Once opened, you will notice on the left-hand side all of the different report criteria, and in the body of this report you will see the results. More on that in a moment. Let's first talk about what this report actually does. On your property you have a SitePro Central and an array of satellite controllers that work in conjunction with one another. When using the Satellites with Reports screen, you are making a request to the field for information. In other words, through the use of this report, you are asking the field a question, and the satellites then report back and give an answer. This process is also known as polling. Your SitePro Central polls the field for information, and your satellites respond. Regardless of whether you communicate to the field using a hardwire cable, a radio system, or perhaps a combination of the two, the process of polling remains the same. We begin this polling process by deciding what field information is desired here in the Report Criteria section, and then selecting Start here on the bottom right corner of this report screen. You can choose a single item or a combination of items to view information on. So if we wanted to see if any satellites in the field were in the off position, we would select Off Mode and then click Start. In the body of this report, you can now see SitePro polling the field and the satellites responding. If the satellite does not have the condition requested, then nothing shows under the satellite name and address. As this report finishes polling the field, you can see here that none of my 19 satellites are in the off position. The Satellites with Reports feature is also a very useful tool for periodically checking the integrity of your communication from the SitePro Central to the field. Notice as I start this report again, there is a specific rhythm to the polling and the field responses. If you pay careful attention to this rhythm, you can troubleshoot problems before they become an issue. Here you will notice that the rhythm of polling has been broken by Satellite 8. After a few moments, the polling continues and finishes as normal. This pause in the polling could be an indication of a problem. The pause is due to a lapse in communication somewhere along the line. Either the satellite did not properly hear the request from the SitePro Central, or the Central is not always hearing the response from the field. This is a useful prompt to check and find issues that may be causing problems with communication. The other error that we could see would be a lack of communication altogether. Here is the polling, and again, a pause at Satellite 8. This time, however, after a longer pause, a message is shown saying no response. In this scenario, the satellite has failed to hear the request from the Central, or the SitePro Central has failed to hear a response from the satellite. Either way, this is a certain indication that there is no communication between this satellite and the Central, and this issue must be addressed very quickly. Remember that you can use the Satellites with Reports feature in SciPro to either gain information from the field, or you can use it as a communications check. Either way, the proper and frequent use of this important report will help ensure years of trouble-free operation from your Toro SciPro central irrigation system. You have just spent another 10 minutes completing this episode of NSN's Training in 10. Today's topic has been understanding and using the Satellites with Reports feature in SciPro. We hope that this lesson helped you better understand this important report and that it helps you further enhance your career working with the #1 irrigation central control product available, Toro SciPro. Be sure to keep looking for future installments of NSN's Training in 10, the self-paced training module that allows you to get trained and to get going. If you have any questions about this or about future training topics, or if you would like to participate in one of our acclaimed Toro SciPro regional training classes, please contact us by calling 888-676-8676, option 2. Once again, that's 888-676-8676, option 2. Toro and Toro's National Support Network